As a responsible and caring husband, are you not ashamed saying that you buy sanitary pad for your wife?
Yes.
Point well made, Mrs. Akabaku. I agree with you. Why complain bitterly about your own responsibilities? You are the one who stood here and said you are ready for marriage.
Exactly.
Your Honor, the problem is not with the buying.
Then,
The problem is that I can be in another region or another country, and my wife will call me that the gas in the cylinder she is using at home is finished. So I should send her money to fill it up.
and so,
Your Honor, when our light goes off, she won't top up the prepaid though. She'll wait for me to come home. Then we'll now buy light. So she'll be in the darkness till I get home. Then we'll top up the prepaid. Your Honor, it will interest you to know that if my wife buys a bag of Voltic mineral water, or she buys a pack of Voltic mineral water, she will, when I get home, she will take the money and she will take the charges. Why?
Hey,
Why?
What is he expecting?
get out, get out, get out of this courtroom.
Your Honor.
Get out.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, I do everything in our home so that my wife will be free for us to have sex. Your Honor, I cook, I clean, I do house chores. Your Honor, sometimes I remove cobwebs. Your Honor, I go on errands for my wife. It would interest you to know that there are days where I wash her panties so that we can have sex.
Hey!
hey,
Your Honor, I think my client is very much on the edge. Please allow me a minute to confer with my client.
I'll give you the whole day to consult it.
Your husband is Otolege. He washes your panties.
lying.
I told you, if you have any information, give it to me before I come to court.
This was my killer punch. I have to say it in court.
Who washes panties and wins a case in court? Your Honor, the phrase washing panties is a figurative one. It means that there were very, very laborious tasks at home. So my client exerted a lot of energy.
Your Honor, Your Honor,
Just,
she has two sets. The grandmother one and the modern one. I wash all.
Your Honor, it is a lie. I went under the knife for you. I had to undergo a cesarean section just to give birth to your daughter. You begged me, Kweku. I was at the peak of my career, and you begged me to have a child for you. After many years of trying, I finally have one, and you're not even at home to support me. I had to do it all by myself for 1 whole year before my mom came to help me out. I didn't pay the first year rent of our home.
That's not what we are talking about
It's
here.
exactly what we are talking about here. Nobody in my family believed in you, but I stood by you. Today you are wearing suits, standing here, telling me that me, I don't take responsibility. No problem. God,
Your Honor.
judge you.
Your
Men.
Honor, you know, it will really hurt me that my client would have to live with an insensitive man, like that wicked man sitting right there. Because he doesn't appreciate the sacrifices of his loved ones.
Mr. Akabaku, you may continue with the issue of finances.
Your Honor, I buy everything in my house.
Everything.
From sanitary pad to toilet rolls to electrical appliances, even to the pen my wife uses at work. Your Honor, me bread.
Je bread.
Two bread.
Il est bread.
New bread.
Ça se vous brayez.
Your Honor,
Il
est
est
bread.
Yeah, bread.
Yeah, bread.
Why?
Ade.
Why? Mr. Akabaku, when did you realize that this marriage wasn't going to work?
About 5 months ago, when I realized that there were others in our relationship, I wasn't feeling loved and appreciated most of the times. And whenever I confronted my wife, she would tell me that she loves me and she would change.
So-
but she never did.
Just because someone else is showing me how valuable I am, you are scared.
We are all scared. Mrs. Akabaku, are you saying you are in a relationship with only one man and not an avalanche of men?
Your Honor, she's always talking to somebody on WhatsApp. As late as 11 p.m., my wife will be lying next to me and she'll be chatting with other guys, laughing, throwing in messages, stickers, and she'll be giggling. There are times she'll even laugh and she'll do this. Hey, Your Honor. And there is a very weird song she sings when she's done. Goliath Ubeko. Me David ya bedroom. Me tina Yesu Christo to me Mongolia to
But how can a beautiful woman like this sing such a local song, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I have never heard this song in my life.
Exactly.
Never. Why will I even call this man Goliath? Look at this Zacchaeus. Why will I call him that?
As Zacchaeus will even do,
Your Honor. Your Honor, the truth of the matter is, he bought me a very cheap ring.
Huh.
So when I'm about to do anything that involves detergent, washing, mopping, I have to take it off.
Such a sorry excuse for a married woman. You and I bought our rings at the same place, and I have never in my life taken mine off. Amma, listen. The rings may not be as expensive as you wanted them, but it's sure worth it.
Oh, please. How much was that ring?
Your Honor, 6 million.
6 million.
6 million
of rings. Hey. You are ungrateful.
No, Your
6
Honor.
million.
6 million.
Your Honor, let him quote it in the new Ghana cedis, and then you will
Ghana cedis.
appreciate it.
It's expensive.
What is in the new currency?
Your Honor, 600 Ghana.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Get out. Get out.
Where did he even buy it, Your
Hey,
Honor?
where did you buy the ring?
Your Honor, I bought it at Circle, Tiptoe Lane.
Tiptoe Lane.
Yes.
Tiptoe out of the courtroom. What kind of nonsense is this?
Your Honor, this is exactly what I'm saying. How can you buy a ring that is less than 1,000 Ghana cedis for your wife to wear? We bought that ring gold. Now it is silver black. How can I be wearing that? He has hacked into all my social media accounts. My Snapchat, Twitter, WhatsApp, even my High Five account.
Hey!
He paid somebody to do that.
But you are cheating on him too. So what do you expect?
Your Honor, let's be serious here. Why will a responsible man worry about hacking the phones of his wife? It is totally wrong. It's an epitome of insecurity. It's an absolute breach of privacy.
A breach of privacy?
Yes.
Councillor Kitty, a breach of privacy. Can you blame him? A woman that has a 4-step unlocking process on
It's her personal phone, and what do you expect?
It's a personal phone. Your Honor, this woman, the phone that is with her, it has a face ID. After the face ID, she goes to fingerprint.
Tell them.
After
Look
the
at the lies
fingerprint,
they're
Your Honor,
Just
there
look
is
at that.
password. After the password, it doesn't end. If she wants to go into the gallery, she takes the phone and says, "Phone, open."
Hey!
I went under the knife for you. I had to undergo a cesarean section just to give birth to your daughter. You begged me, Kweku. I was at the peak of my career, and you begged me to have a child for you. After many years of trying, I finally have one, and you're not even at home to support me. I had to do it all by myself for 1 whole year before my mom came to help me out. I even paid the first year rent of our home.
That's not what we are talking
It's
about here.
exactly what we are talking about here. Nobody in my family believed in you, but I stood by you. Today you are wearing suits, standing here, telling me that I don't take responsibility. No problem. God,
Your Honor.
judge you.
Your
Men.
Honor, it will really hurt me that my client would have to live with an insensitive man, like that wicked man sitting right there. Because he doesn't appreciate the sacrifices of his loved ones.
In between times, my husband will ask for sex, and I didn't want to because I had fears of losing another baby, Your Honor. I was 5 months pregnant when I lost the second child. Your Honor, as insensitive as my husband is, he told me that I had an abortion.
What?
I killed a baby that I carried for 5 months. It doesn't even make sense, Kweku. I looked to him for support, and this is the nonsense he told me. I don't know what kind of man I married, Your Honor. I cried day and night, and he didn't do anything about it.
Just relax.
Come on.
Your Honor is fine.
Mr. Kabako,
Everything will be fine.
do you have a different rendition of that story?
Your Honor, she always used to say that she wanted to enjoy the first years of our marriage, which is why I believe she had an abortion. She told me emphatically that she was due for a promotion. So having a baby or having babies will ruin her career.
No.
Tell me I'm lying.
I may have said those things, but that's not what happened.
What
You
happened?
didn't understand anything that was going on with me. Kweku, I just wanted you to support me emotionally.
Support you emotionally. You have a mother, you have father, you have siblings.
Look at this.
What am I supposed to do for you?
Mr. Akabaku.
God.
Now, not everyone you love will stay. And not everyone you trust will be loyal to
You
you.
are still in court.
The testimony in this courtroom today has only exposed Mrs. Gifty Akabako as one of the examples men need to avoid in their life. Yes, because why not? Why shouldn't we avoid it? They say men shouldn't complain. Men should internalize their emotions. They shouldn't speak. And a lot of them are walking around depressed. As men, we have found our voices. And we will no more suffer in silence.
Circumstantial depression. Moments when men suffer in silence and resort to playing aviator at their leisure hour.
We have this document detailing every single prepaid my client paid for the past 4 years in this marriage.
Every single one.
Every single prepaid, Your Honor. When you move to page 2, you would see every single Momo transaction from 2021 to 2023 in there.
How did you
Your
get
Honor, she doesn't buy anything. That is why the boys tell you on Twitter, Oba on Fanisika and top prepaid the union
And Febida.
and Febida.
Mrs. Gifty Akabako.
it? Your Honor.
I hope what I'm seeing here is a lie.
Your Honor, what are you seeing?
3 Ghana cedis mash up. 3 Ghana cedis mash up. Oh,
Your Honor.
Mrs. Gifty
Your
Akabako.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. You have presented facts saying that your husband is insatiable sexually. Saying that your husband is a sexual bulldozer. Why don't you
Elaborate.
expatiate? I mean, expand, dilate, amplify by chronicling his encounters in this regard. Because I'm sure the noble court is ever willing to hear your side of the story.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
In the first year of our marriage, we were having sex about 2 or 3 times a day. And if I'm not lucky, 6 times a day. After my first and second pregnancy, I didn't want to be touched by him because, I had 2 miscarriages.
Oh.
So I spoke to this man thinking that,
He will reduce the duration, Your
Your
Honor.
Honor, we were now having sex 5 times a day. The very day I had my daughter, when I go home, he was poking me in bed. He wants to have sex all the time. Even his friends call him fantastic Atupapele.
Objection, Your Objection. Objection, Your Honor. When Mrs. Akabaku says that the husband wanted to have sex all the time, what exactly does she mean?
Objection overruled.
Your Honor, you can even see in this particular document that he will pursue the wife in the kitchen, in the bedroom, living room, and even at the church washroom
Hey.
during deliverance and anointing service, Your Honor.
them.
Hold on. The church washroom.
Sorry them, oh, Your Honor. Sorry them. Deliverance and anointing service.
Your Honor, they are cooking these facts.
we are
Councillor
cooking
Kitty. Councillor Kitty, you have no merit in this case.
I am not a chef. I'm not cooking anything.
Your Honor, this is a lie. Against a child of God.
Church washroom.
Your
Church
Honor,
washroom.
I'm
Your
a child
Honor,
of God.
that is not true.
It's a lie. Look
Doing
at me.
anointing service.
Your Honor, do you believe I can do that?
Precious one, sit down.
Mr. Kabako,
He
I
should
mean,
enjoy.
why will your wife abandon you for the man you suppose is her ex? If you are doing what is right as a husband.
Your Honor, I think my wife is in that relationship because of the money. Like she always says at home, what good is a man without money? Your Honor, I have suffered this humiliation times without number because my dear wife here feels she deserves better.
Well,
Well, what? Is that what you're doing in the marriage?
no, Your Honor, I don't know. But the truth of the matter is, nothing is going as planned. This marriage has been, I don't even know.
It's so dry.
My friends are going for vacation, staycation. Me, they have to vacation, Your Honor. The marriage is so dry.
The marriage is so dry. Listen to this woman, Your Honor. Listen to her. You want your husband to give you vacation, staycation, vacation. Your Honor, these are things that only a travel and tour company can give you. Why will you want that from your husband? This is why Daniel Amachi Dede from Asante Agogo, he sang the song and he said, Emma Epesoko, Soko, Namape. Your Honor, you don't know that song.
I know that song.
Emma Pesoko,
Soko nemape.
Your Honor, it's very easy. Emma Pesoko.
Soko ne ma
Na mayo ma be wuni sika.
yepewe.
Emma Pesoko.
Soko ne ma
Mayo ma baby wa
yepewe. Odia brantie.
Emma Pesoko.
Soko ne ma
Serious. It is serious.
Yes, this is serious.
It is serious. What we should ask Mrs. Akabako is, does he provide?
Yes, he does.
Does he pay the bills? Does he pay the rent?
No, he does so. But all I'm saying is he can do more.
Look at
Men
that.
are like that. If you don't push them forward, they don't want to do what they are supposed to do. I have seen that he has regained his conscience since he started seeing some competition.
Exactly.
My goodness. The cacophony of modern day entitlement.
It is not entitlement. Look at this woman on your far left, Your Honor. Look at her eyes. She is smoking something higher than we.
Objection, Your Honor.
Mr. Kabako, you mentioned earlier that you argue a lot. And whenever you do, she gets emotionally abusive. Can you elaborate on that point?
Your Honor, she gets emotionally abusive when she's wrong. Your Honor, we may be discussing issues as trivial as house chores, and my wife will just go off of me. Your Honor, my wife can look at my face and use words like I'm useless, good for nothing, irresponsible, 1 minute man. Sometimes she calls me Odododio. Your Honor, me.
Hold on. Your Honor, at this point in time, I'd like to make a profound statement on behalf of my client.
Proceed.
I think that the rights and privilege of Mrs. Gifty Akabako to marry any man at all on earth should be taken away from her.
Objection, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this woman should not be allowed close to any church, nor garden, not even a Accra Metropolitan Assembly to sign any document to marry a man. Because, hey, you use words like
Useless.
and what?
Good for nothing.
And what?
Irresponsible.
And what?
Odododio.
Your Honor, Odododiodo is a consequence.
Because of my head.
Why will you call your husband Odododiodo? These are some of the things that when my Spanish friends hear it, they say, Senorita, eso es imperdonable.
Hey, Councilor Luma, what's that supposed to mean?
It means house to buy way.
If I didn't love this hard, I would never have known that I can actually be hurt this much. Kweku, I got a promotion. And instead of you to be happy for me, you are here dragging me in court.
I never supported you. Being the man of the house, paying every single bill of the home. I didn't support you. Oh, I should apologize for taking the financial burden of our home. Okay, let's say I want to apologize. Just name one thing you have ever taken responsibility of.
Wow.
Wow, now, Becca. Name
Just wow. I've never taken responsibility for anything you say.
it. Name it.
After everything I have done for you.
What have you done for me?
Everything I have sacrificed for you. Kweku, let it out.
Objection, Your Honor. If Mrs. Gifty Akabaku says that she sacrificed for her husband, what kind of sacrifice was it?
What is wrong?
Was it an occultic sacrifice? Was it a church sacrifice? Or she killed a goat during the popular Muslim sacrifice? What sacrifice? We will not play emotional games in court. When you sacrifice, be specific and nothing else. Please, you buy handkerchief boxes for men like Bobo dancers and come and tell us
And
you have
deodorant.
sacrificed a lot.
And deodorant. Don't buy shop.
Succinctly put, this is why I pet the love I have for the law.
We'll deal with it.
No exaggerations, just logical reasoning devoid of emotional humming. I concur. Ms. Akabako, make your point as elaborate as possible.
Elaborate, I will.
Mrs. Gifty
Your Honor.
Akabako.
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow. You have presented facts saying that your husband is insatiable sexually, saying that your husband is a sexual bulldozer. Why don't you
Elaborate.
expatiate? I mean, expand, dilate, amplify by chronicling his encounters in this regard? Because I'm sure the noble court is ever willing to hear your side of the story.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
In the first year of our marriage, we were having sex about 2 or 3 times a day. And if I'm not lucky, 6 times a day. After my first and second pregnancy, I didn't want to be touched by him because I had 2 miscarriages.
Oh.
So I spoke to this man thinking that
He will reduce the duration, Your Honor.
we were now having sex 5 times a day. The very day I had my daughter, when I go home, he was poking me in bed. He wants to have sex all the time. Even his friends call him fantastic Atupapele.
Objection, objection. Objection, Your Honor. When Mrs. Akabaku says that the husband wanted to have sex all the time, what exactly does she mean?
Objection overruled.
Your Honor, you can even see in this particular document that he will pursue the wife in the kitchen, in the bedroom, living room, and even at the church washroom
Hey.
during deliverance and anointing service, Your Honor.
Hold on. The church washroom.
Sorry them, oh, Your Honor. Sorry them. Deliverance and anointing service.
Your Honor, they are cooking these facts.
We have
Councillor Kitty, you have no merit in this case.
I am not a chef. I'm not cooking anything.
Your Honor, this is a lie against a child of God.
Church washroom.
Your
Church
Honor,
washroom.
I'm
Your
a child
Honor,
of God.
that is not true.
It's a lie. Look
Doing
at me.
anointing service.
Your Honor, do you believe I can do that?
Precious one, sit down. Mr. Akabaku,
Your Honor.
do you have such unquenchable appetite for the hunger as enumerated by your wife? So much so that not even the church can stop your regular performance. As the favorite song goes, nobody can stop reggae. But in your case, nobody can stop fantastic Atupapele.
Objection. Your Honor, he is not Atupapele.
Objection overruled.
I never knew there was a limitation on sex in marriage. The pastor said that her body belongs to me and my body belongs to her. Your Honor, I am not a sex addict. But if I request for the digging down, I must not be denied, or else I will look somewhere else.
All right, you look elsewhere. You wanted to have sex more than she did. Go on, go on.
Your Honor, to me, sex is one of the pillars in marriage. And it is a very strong pillar. And so the more we have sex, the more we bond.
Yes, and there's nothing wrong with that. Because without sex, your marriage can be cataclysmic in the face of intimacy.
Cataclysmic.
Click. Cataclysmic means severely destructive. Note it down in the book of rhetoric. It could mean cataclysmic, catastrophic, calamitous, terrible, tragic. Same thing. One mama, one papa, fire! Mrs. Akabaku, do you have any words you'd like to share with the court?
Yes, Your Honor. I was recently promoted, Your Honor. My boss...
Hey, hold on. Your boss, male or female?
Male, Your Honor.
Male. Continue.
Your Honor, my boss asked that I go with him to our London headquarters. We were even supposed to see the King of England. All of a sudden, Nipa nubi ya cobra.
Wow.
Nyambikunu ya cobra. He started shouting. Everything about me is work.
Yes, everything about you is work. I'ma cook for me. Work. I'ma let's go to church. Work. Let's plan our future. Work. I'ma let's go.
How
work.
do you even mean?
I want a divorce.
Riku,
This whole thing isn't working out for me. Do you even know what is going on in my life?
are you serious? You can't even pretend to be happy that I am growing and climbing the ladder of success.
Amma, if you are climbing a ladder, that is your business. What is the essence of being promoted at work and having a dying marriage at home? I can't do this. See, you cannot starve me of love and affection.
Babe, how am I starving you? Everything I have done was to put us in the right place.
Honey, I have never asked you for more.
What is this?
I am better with you. All I'm saying is that you pay attention to us. That's all I'm saying.
Babe,
That's all I'm
this
saying.
is exactly what I've been sacrificing for.
You sacrificed our marriage for promotions.
What are you talking about?
Congratulations. Now I want a divorce that I'll be out of the way so that you can focus on your work and I'll be out of the picture.
Babe.
I kept telling you that this work of yours was creating distance between us. But you gave me so many excuses. Now that we are here,
Babe, you know I need you.
you need your ex more.
Oh, God.
That's what you need.
Councils, what the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here?
What happened?
Emotions, Johanna.
Because I am didactically at sea with the efficacy of this divorce case. Now let me be crystal clear like the beaches in Cape Coast. Among the plethora of issues outlined in this court, I fail to see infidelity, lack of intimacy, finances. The details are quite unclear, like the future of Ghana's economy. Can someone wake me up from this deep slumber before I vote for the butterfly? Wake me up now. Wake me up.